What's up, party people of the MOB, Members Only Baseball? What's going on? What's happening? What is cracking tonight? You know what's cracking tonight, and it is the very, very first, the inaugural Season 1 Player Draft here from Mob. We got our 39th player in the server today, the 38th and the 39th. So we only need one more player, and everybody will have 10 players for the first season. So basically what's going to happen tonight is we'll draft 39, and whoever's left over, whoever has the last pick, based on some random drawings later, stop there forever. Hot Butcher, I hope someone... Is this your first time chatting, Eagle? By the way, how do I sign? I don't have that echo anymore, right? I just want to make sure, before we get too deep into this, that there's no echo. Eagle says, I hope someone drafts Chad as a center fielder. Put him in, coach. He's ready to play. I see what you did there, Eagle. That's funny. I know, Ray. I get that a lot, but I'm talking about the actual sound system, not my beautiful voice. Anyway, welcome to the first draft. Let me show you a couple things that I have that I put together here. All right, fucker. As you can see, got a nice little baseball graphic, sun setting just like it is here in the East right now. And the Orioles, the Cubs, the Yankees, and the Cards, baby. That's what we got in this league. So, let me show you this first. We do a lot of fucking spreadsheet shit tonight. This is a quick reminder. This is what teams already have, all right? The Cardinals already have a starting pitcher in Gunny, a first baseman in Freddie, a left fielder in Frank the Franchise Wade, and a center fielder in Calvin Klein. The Cubbies have a starting pitcher in Greg Soto, Michaela as their first base person. See what I did there, Greg? And second baseman Rob Forker, shortstop Cornelius King. The Orioles have Eagle at second, Art G-Man at third, myself at shortstop, and Doug Clean Sheets Britton out in center field. Makes me think of you, Dave, the sunset of your life. That's not very nice, Mike. And then the Yankees, Yogi is behind the plate. Joe Delaney is your third baseman there for the Yanks. Bullet at short, and fucking Ray in center field. So, quick reminder of the draft order. Round 1, Orioles, Cubs, Yankees, Cards. Round 2, Yankees, Cardinals, Orioles, Cubs. Excuse me. Round 3, Cards, Yanks, Cubs, Orioles. Round 4, Cubs, Orioles, Cardinals, Yankees. Then round 5 and round 6, we're going to do this. You ready for this? Boom. We're going to spin the wheel, baby. Yes, Art, you do. Yeah, it's SAP. It's like WAP, but different. I wish I had a soundboard right now. It's like WAP, but different, bro. Anyway, this is how rounds 5 and 6 will be determined. You guys will be able to see it live as it happens. So, last thing I want to touch base before we get on there. Here are your eligible players for tonight's draft. Chris Lee and Lisa Pinky at the pitcher on the mound. Is this a basketball league? Are you dumb? Yeah, it's Mob. It's MOBB. Members only basketball. Hey, yo. And don't get any ideas, Wink. Behind the plate, Bob Funk, David Legend, which is David Leathers, and Clamsy Wamsy. And they pitchers and catchers don't have archetypes. They have... Read it again. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Is this a basketball league? Is this a basketball league? I don't know, bro. How many times do I... is this a basketball league? I don't know how many times I have to fucking read it. Starting with your archetype positions. First base, we only have Benji and Doug, as two teams already have. Dude, the chat's just going, oh, basketball. My bad. Well, dude, you got to spell it like Korn did. See, Korn was smart. And listen, I don't say that very often. As a matter of fact, I don't know if anybody's ever said that in the history of the world before, that Korn was smart. But see what he did there? That's what you got to do, bro. I'm trying to run a show here, man. Come on. All right. Here's the deal. Back to this. Benji and Doug, because two teams already have first baseman. Second baseman, Rocco McLovin and Tommy Gunn, as two teams also have second baseman. Crazy Canuck and Big Daddy Creech, probably your MVP of the beta season. No more leagues for a week. He can barely do one. I'm not as smart as I'm asking where the spreadsheet is. Third base, so two teams also have third baseman. Here's where things get interesting. The automatic last pick for the Cardinals is Adam Williams at shortstop because three teams already have shortstops, so that's a gimme pick at the end of the draft. Then we get into some in the outfielders. Remember, here's the rule. The owners already know this. I can't remember if I put it in the post today or not. I'm going to touch on that real quick before we start getting started. Is that a thing? Left field, Twin Screw, Mike All, Greg Luda, and the 39th player, Bo Martin Jr., who just popped into the chat, first-time chatter. Bo, what's going on? What's happening? What's cracking with you, bro? Damn, we have 32 people. I don't even know. It's everybody in the league is in here right now. This is awesome. In center field, we've got Wink, Biff, and Nate. And in right field, we've got Ray, Jeff Banfield, Mike Churchill, and Anastasia also joining today. Anastasia being player number 38 or member number 38, Bo Martin Jr. being member 39. That means we have room for one and one more only. Jeff Banfield, thank you for those bits. Real quick on the mob orders, let me just read this real quick. First 4 rounds, we drafted. You guys already saw those. I put the video out. 5 and 6 are going to be randomly drawn like I showed you a minute ago. Each team will have 5 minutes on the clock. I doubt it's going to take that long. Owners are DMing me their picks. Each team will have one pitcher, one catcher, one first baseman, one second baseman, one third baseman, and one shortstop. Here's where things get a little tricky, so you guys got to pay attention and be careful here, owners. Each team must pick their first outfielder by the exact position, but after that, they can choose any outfielder to fill the other slots. If you already had an outfielder or two in your ownership or in your franchise players, then that counts, and you can just start picking outfielders. Matter of fact, let's take a peek at that so we don't have any issues. So outfielders, Yankees have one. So the Cubs are the only ones in the draft that will be required to pick their first outfielder from a very specific position, and then they can join the other teams and pick whatever outfielders they want. We have 39 people, like I said, and I already told you about Worms, so that's it. So let me get this clock going. And the Baltimore Orioles with Eagle and there we go. With Eagle and Doug Britton as the owners and their franchise players are myself and Art. So where will they go? I already have the pick, so I'm not going to take too long, but I do want to have – I'm going to hit the chat real quick since a lot of people are in here. I want to throw out a bunch of shout-outs. Looks like Ray was the very first one in, followed by Freddie, and then Korn, Art, Axis, Gluda, Nate, Jeff, Freddie, Chad, Mike All, Benji Matson, Crazy Canuck, Bullets here, David Leathers in the house. Did I say Banfield already? Art Vandalay, Eagle, Gunny, Biff, Korn, I said already, I think, Art, blah, 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 Crazy Jeff Banfield, Rob, Soto, Bo Martin Jr., and is that about everybody? I think I got everybody. Oh, Bob Funk. I see Bob Funk sneaking in there. Let's see who's hiding real quick. Twin Screw. Yep, Twin Screw's always hiding. And everybody else looks like they're here. Wink is hiding. And that's about it. All right, so we are all caught up. All the housekeeping's done. Any guesses here? You are hidden, Wink. You're hidden flying through the air from your slide to your pool. We select Chad can suck my balls. Oh, God. All right. I'm going to go through here and see. Anybody? Any guesses on this? Any guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses? Nobody. Orange and pink, Lisa. I don't know how that's possible. We got a hype train going, though. Appreciate that, guys. All right. Nobody's going to really guess on this? You guys suck. Gunny says, can we have thick and juicy as player number 40? That's a whole nother discussion, isn't it, lately? All right. Somebody's saying Ray. Somebody's saying Nate. Bob Funk saying it's himself. Ray saying it won't be him. Wink is trying to hype this train. And Bo Martin Jr. says, am I allowed to be thick and juicy in here? Yeah, we probably would allow that. I don't think so. I don't think that's as bad as what Crazy Canuck wanted to be. Dick Shot something, or Dick Shot Balls Sacker or something like that. Whatever it was, I don't know. All right. Benji says Eagle is about to draft himself. Actually, I think he's going to draft me twice. Benji is what's going to go. All right, folks, here we go. The very first player drafted. And I don't have fancy graphics and videos and stuff for this because it's just too much work, man. I'm not about the work anymore, just so you know. But I will say this. The very first player selected in a members-only baseball draft, the first one in history, this person is an answer to a trivia question, is none other. I don't even have a drum. Oh, you know what? I might have a drum roll. No, I don't even have a drum roll right now. First one in history will be Benji Matson, first baseman. He will be going to Baltimore. I know I need a soundboard, bro, but I haven't even set one up on this yet, so it is what it is. Benji, you are the number one player selected. Yes, this is real. Believe it or not, Benji. Welcome to the show. I think Chad seems to like that there isn't anyone. Annie Beaverhausen in the house. What's up? She says, yo. If you have Nitro, you have the AAC. Yeah, I think yeah, maybe. But then I got to go into the thing. I just don't want to fucking deal with it, bro, to be honest with you. But anyway, Benji, congrats. Benji's going to go play first base. I'm going to put, let's do this. I got to figure out how I'm going to do this exactly. The Cubs will be on the clock starting right now. And I'm going to type in Benji's name right here. And there's your first pick. The answer to the trivia question: who was the worst first pick in Mob? Oh, Michaela, would you send? Oh, did you send? Okay. All right, I will check this right now. Wait, how can you send? You're not an owner. Why are you sending picks? Oh, Zach sent it. I see. Never mind. I got it. Biff, where did you send, Dave? Where did I send what, bro? I'm not sure what you're asking me. All right. Benji Matson is off the board, and he went to Baltimore, and he's gonna be right here. Boom, and there we go. So now, who do people think the Cubs are gonna pick? Here's their choices. They don't have a catcher, they don't have a third baseman, and they don't have any outfielders. Benji, if you want to jump in the thing, I'll interview you real quick, too, in one of these things if you have time. I mean, the first overall pick in the history of the mob world should probably have an interview, I'm just saying. Matter of fact, I'll have to jump in the FBI van. All right. Hey, I just went on Discord. Does that fuck up the sound at all for anybody? Oh, I did add something. I forgot about this. I added this. Ready for this? Can you hear it? Hold on. Let me turn off the desktop. How about now? Any echo? Everybody good? How about this? You guys hear the organ for the... Oh, who's here? Hear the organ for the... Oh, who's here? Oh, Benji. Yeah, see, you're making me echo. Benji, you're making me echo.
I make everyone echo.
That's what she said. Hey, yo. See, I don't even... Oh, here we go. There we go. Benji, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Dave. You weren't joking when you were like, hey, I'm going to do this baseball league.
No, dude, I wasn't playing. I mean, it kind of kicked off pretty quick, I feel like.
Yeah, you're having a draft and everything.
Okay. Oh, Wink, is it good? Is it echoing? We do have an echo for sure. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to do Discord. We found that out a couple weeks ago, and I haven't dealt with it. Well, Benji, I'm just going to ask you one question. How does it feel to be the first? Oh, it's gone now? Oh, okay, good. Benji, how's it feel to be the first ever draft pick in the history of members-only baseball?
It's amazing, Dave. This is so great.
Now, did you know you were getting picked? Did Eagle reach out to you and say, hey, I'm picking you number one? Or did you just have some talk saying he's going to try to pick you? How did that go down?
Oh, he's so sweet.
Are we talking about
didn't reach out at all?
Are we talking about the same Eagle? Oh, he didn't reach out at all.
Yeah.
No, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I think he wanted to keep it a surprise. Are you surprised?
Well, I am surprised. Would this be why I got a mysterious text a few minutes before the draft actually began?
From who? Oh, from me? Oh, when I asked if you were going to be here tonight? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Are you going to the draft?
I'm thinking about going to the draft. How about you?
No, this is awesome. I am excited. Thank you for everyone who is putting forth effort here in the mob. It's going to be awesome. And Dave, for having the vision to put it all together. It's great. And I'm excited to be an Oriole with these guys, with Doug and Eagle. Art, and I guess being your teammate too, Dave.
Well, Benji, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Orioles. And welcome to a small little piece of history.
It's going to be awesome. And there was an echo, but you just got to tell your next guest to remember to mute their
shit.
Twitch. Okay. Mute Twitch.
All right. Hashtag mute your shit, folks. All right,
mute
Benji. Thanks for joining, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Hi, everyone. Bye.
Benji Matson, ladies and gentlemen, the number one pick here for the Orioles. The Cubs are on the clock. The Cubs pick is in. I have it right here. And Corn King, in addition to giving me the pick, said that I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I do have whiskey with me, but I am not drunk. Here is your number 2 pick. Should I do a drum roll? Do you guys want to hear drum rolls? Do you guys want to hear the drum roll? I'll do what the chat wants me to do. I'll do it one time. Oh. Wait, hold on. I forgot the pick. Oh, there it is. Jeff Banfield, right fielder, is going to play for Chicago. He's going to be a Cubby. He is the second pick here in the Season 1 members-only baseball draft. Let's get him a color. I think that'll work. And Jeff Banfield playing right field. Yes, sir. I am shocked, says Jeff Banfield. Welcome to the club, says Soto. Banfield is a legend, says Art Vandelay. Just a quick reminder. Twin Screw spoke. What? Oh, he says what's happening. He always says what's happening. That's his thing. That's his calling card, man. Let me put the Yankees on the clock real quick, and then I'm going to talk a little bit of shit right now. 2 picks down for those of you who maybe just got here. I hope I got to stop this. Stop. Okay, there we go. First pick of the draft was Benji Matson going to the Orioles. Second pick, Jeff Banfield, right fielder, going to the Cubs. Now, quick thing I want to remind everybody. All outfielders, regardless of your primary position, if you're left, center, or right, all have outfield, just OF as your secondary, because you will be rotating around due to the DH. And no outfielder can DH more than 1 time per week. So once in a while you'll be playing out of position. That's just the way it is going to be. So Yankees are on the clock. Yankees have Yogi behind the plate, Delaney at third, Bullitt at short, and Ray in center. So where do they go with this pick? Do they pick one of the only 2 pitchers? Do they go through the humongous selection of outfielders that are out there? I am actually waiting for the Yankees pick still. I heard that Yogi wasn't going to be off work for a while, but Joe said he would be here by 8:15. And it is 8:22. So, Joe Delaney, where are you? Let me ping him real quick. Maybe if Michaela's listening, maybe she can get a hold of him. Let's see here. What's in the chat? I can agree with that. It's in the show about, I don't want to talk about that. Holy smokes. What happens if they don't pick on time? We'll probably skip them, but I'm going to give them a little bit of extra time because it's the first round and it's a little early. I'm trying not to be, the first 2 teams didn't take their entire time, allotted time. So let's look at this, though. Here's who's available. You got Chris and Lisa as the pitcher. So one's going to the Yankees and one's going to the Orioles, right? Because the Cubs and the Cards already have their pitchers. They could go catcher. There's 3 good catchers on the board. There's only 1 first baseman, so I have a feeling Doug Day will slip now because he's obviously going to go to whatever team doesn't have a first baseman, which is who doesn't have a first baseman? The Yankees. So they'll probably push him to last, I would imagine. And then you got Rocco McLovin and Tommy Gunn at second. Crazy Canuck. Big Daddy Creech. Actually, I'm surprised. Third pick right now. He's still on the board. He seems like he should be a bigger pick. Oh, hold on. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Can everybody just hold on 1 second? Let me do this real quick. Hold on. The pick is in. The Yankees pick is in. So, you guys see all the names there. The Yankees pick is in. And any last guesses before I hit the button? Who's it going to be? Anybody? I did not add Jeff to the Cubs roster. Oh, where did I do? Over here? Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on here, man. This is my first time doing this much shit. All right. We said right field. Okay, there you go. Are you happy now? I'm not used to doing this. That's what she said. All right. Any guesses? Somebody says Krieg. That's a good guess. Somebody says Nate Hall. Somebody says fuck the Yankees. That's the best guess I heard so far. All right, here we go. Let me pull up the available players. Let me get the drum roll. Maybe. Whoop. I lost it. And why is the drum roll not showing up? How long has it been since we've done this fucking soundboard? Too long. Dave's never run a successful sim league before. Let's give him some grace here. Benji, I'm going to hurt you. Mike Twin Screw, left fielder with the average Joe archetype, will be heading to the New York Yankees. Twin Screw, if you're still in the chat, let us know how you're feeling about that. I like Jeff Banfield saying, yank the fuckies. I guess that's just going to stay gray. I don't know what color to make this since... Ooh, what did I do here? Hold on a second. Let's do that, and then we'll do that. How's that? There you go. Twin Screw, the third pick in the Season 1 draft, left fielder, average Joe archetype, going to the New York Yankees. That's going to put the Cardinals on the clock. And I know Gunny and Freddie are around. We were chatting earlier. So I'm sure this pick will come in quick. So let me put this stuff in real quick. And then I'll put him on his team, which is, left field? And we are on to the next pick. Let's see. Anything else in there? Y'all guarantee be the last pick. Nate, that's not possible because Worm and Doug Day will end up being the last picks. Actually, whoever number 40 is going to be in the future will be the last one. Woo, the Cardinals pick is already in. Let me make sure I got this good. So draft is there. Boom. Benji, Jeff, and Twin Screw. I put them all in here. They're good. And here are your available players. So, with no further ado, we can just move this right along. We don't even have to do... You know what I keep doing? I keep fucking hanging up instead of hitting the soundboard. This is why I don't like doing all this shit by myself. I hate it. But I kind of love it too. So, right, yeah, you keep seeing me leave the VC, jump back in, leave the VC, jump back in. The FBI man, those FBI fuckers keep dragging me in, and I keep escaping. I keep jumping out. All right, here we go. The fourth pick, and the last pick here in the first round already. The first round's already over. At least I'm not muted, Biff. Thank you. First pick for the Cardinals though is. Oh, that's not a joke. Hold on. Crazy Canuck, third baseman out of Canada. What's up? Do I need to jump in to do your drums? That's what she asked. Hey, yo. Crazy Canuck with the average Joe What do you call it? Archetype is going to be a St. Louis Cardinal. Keith in the chat telling Crazy Canuck, welcome to the show. I believe, let me get over here. I believe that's going to put the Cubs back on the clock if I'm not mistaken. But let me throw, hold on, Crazy's third base. I don't know. I don't remember what your first name was, your real name, but don't worry about it. We'll worry about that later. We know who you are. Crazy Canuck, third baseman, going to the Cardinals. Should have had somebody do all this shit for me. What is he? Third base, right? I swear next time I'm getting help. I think it was going to be this. I know this was going to be this much work. All right. Oh no, round 2 is the Yankees. The Yankees are up again already. Holy smokes. Zach, no, the owners do not have access to the spreadsheet yet. I only have access to all this stuff because I didn't want anybody fucking with it until after the draft. I never ask for help. That's kind of funny. It's all good. It's no big deal. Listen, it's what makes it even funnier. It allows you guys to give even more shit for me fucking shit up, so it all works out. All right, Yankees. Let me get the clock going. Are back on the clock. And let's see where they can go. The Yankees will need, they still need a starting pitcher. There's only 2 of those. They need a first baseman. We already know who that's going to be, so they won't pick that. So basically it's going to come down to probably second baseman or outfielders. On that list of second baseman and outfielders are Rocco McLove and Tommy Gunn, and then a whole bunch of outfielders still. Eagle, don't go there right now, bro. I'm having a good night. Try not to ruin it for me. Zach, no, it's all right. I'd rather have you guys in the chat, getting the chat going and whatever, so it's good. It's all good. No big deal. Freddie sees Gunn. You think it's going to be Gunn? Well, I got to hear from Joe Delaney here in a few minutes. Like I mentioned, Yogi's not off for another half an hour. At the rate we're going, it's going pretty fast. We're already into the second round. You're an idiot, fucking Eagle. Unbelievable, man. This is going pretty fast, so I have a feeling we might have the draft almost done by the time Yogi even gets off of work. Yeah, he did pin that, Ray. What a fucking dick, right? All right, somebody start throwing out some guesses. Freddie says he thinks it's going to be Tommy Gunn. I think they're going to go outfield. They still need 2 outfielders, right? They still need 2 outfielders. Or they could go starting pitcher here too. They could grab Chris Lee or Lisa off the board. Wink says sounds like a draft, then 2 games to celebrate. I don't know what that means. What are you trying to say, Wink? All right. The Yankees pick is in. And last chance for any guesses. Somebody says Anastasia. Somebody says, is this Javier Vasquez available? You'd have to ask Wink that. Oh, damn, Wink. Attaboy. Boom, home run cards. Oh, a second vote for Gunn in the chat. Well, let's take a look here. Let me get my... You know what happened, Ray, is a lot of this stuff isn't available anymore. I think because we moved the around. Yep. So that's why I'm having a hard time finding things. When we move the what do you call them? The boosts around. Yeah. So we're gonna have to do some. We're gonna have to work on some shit. So all right, here we go. The first pick right here in the second round by the Yankees. Here are your available players. They will pick. I can't find him. Where is he? Mike All, left fielder with the Tony Gwynn archetype. Mike All going to the Yankees. They go outfielder back to back. They go twin screw, then they go All. 2 left fielders. Dave is the best at the art of delay. Hey, it's not, dude. I'm not even doing it for drama and suspense. I'm doing it because I'm trying to fucking figure shit out. Oh, that's too fucking funny. All right, so Mike All. Do this. Mike All is a New York Yankee. That will put him down here, I think. Yep. Oh. Holy fucking shit. My typing sucks too, in case you didn't notice. Yanks have the Mikes in the outfield. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Mike and Mike. That's a good one. Yanks have just won the chip with Mike and Mike. Holy fuck. That's going to put the Cardinals on the clock. They are down to 4 minutes right now. Joe. All right, Joe, thank you. Got that, buddy. So Cardinals are back on the clock. What do the Cardinals need? Cardinals need a catcher. They need a second baseman. They need a shortstop. And they need 2 more outfielders. So where do people go here? What are your thoughts here in the nice, Ray? Mike. Hey, guess what day it is in New York every day? Who did I say is on the clock? Right there. Oh, Cardinals. All right, Gunny and Freddie, you're on the clock. Yankees have 2 picks down. This would be the second pick. Is it trash day? It's not trash day. That's on Tuesdays, Ray. This is Monday, so no, there is no trash day. Looks like the pick is in from the Cardinals. Let me make sure. Is that a good, Gunny, is that a good pick? I need to check something real quick. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good. Yep, I got it now. All right, you're good. All right, so the pick is in. And the second pick of the second round here in the very first members only baseball draft is second baseman Rocco McLovin with the McBonza archetype. Rocco going to St. Louis. He's going to be a Cardinal. And I got to color him red. And I think, does that wrap up the worst pick ever? I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to go crazy as soon as he got picked. Cardinals. He's second base, right? And let's put him over here. Boom shakalaka. All right. That puts the Orioles back on the clock. We'll get this clock going here. And in the meantime, I want to know from the chat, any surprises for you guys so far? Does anybody think? I'm a little surprised that, to be honest with you, Jeff Banfield and Mike All, 2 of the more recent people who joined, going super early. Chad letting everybody know they're just fucking jealous. And no pitchers. Our only two teams need pitchers, so that's going to be interesting to see who gets Lisa and who gets Chris Lee. Ray says, sounds like the mob isn't McLovin that pick. Hey-o. Oh, I have a... Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me see here. Anybody else got... Rocco is a great St. Louis name. That's actually a good point, Mike. Give me all your loving, hugs, and kisses, too. Attaboy, Biff. Benji says, I'm surprised that there aren't any snacks in the green room. Why are you still in the green room, bro? You're supposed to be in the exit room. There's no snacks in the exit room. You're supposed to be out there. All right. If anybody who's already been drafted wants to jump into the chat real quick, the chat, or I'm sorry, the VC, the FBI van, I guess is the way to say it. Oh, look at that! I didn't know that the SFL All Star game was tonight. I can't believe they're trying to compete with my draft. All right, let's see what the Orioles have to say here. I'm going to go in there right now. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Doug Britton and Eagle are talking amongst themselves. There might be a difference of opinion here. Let me see how that goes. Let's take a look and see what they need real quick. As you see, they're on the clock. And they need a pitcher. They need a catcher. They need a left fielder, a right fielder, and then their other outfielder. Mike says, hey, I'm the only guy here that would blow a cardboard cut out of himself. Hey, just for the record, Mike, I would have broadcasted that on this show, and I would not have taken it down, and I would not have busted you for it. Especially after I'm the one who put it on, I would have not have, deflected my trouble to you to cover me looking like a fucking idiot. But, that's just me. Let me see. Whispering secrets in each other's ear, no doubt, says Biff. Well, let's see. Let me go take a peek in there. Does anybody have a guess on who's going to go next? All right. Eagle, is that your final answer? Zach, you should have that. If you don't, I think maybe only Ray has it. Okay. So the pick is in. The pick is in. And here comes the drum roll. Because I got too many fucking things going on right now. You guys see my cursor? Round and round, round it goes. Where it stops, only I know. And what a shocker pick. They're going to go with Wink. Michael Winkler, center fielder with the Aussie archetype. I mean, nobody saw that coming, right? I mean, who saw Eagle picking Wink? I'm sure we're all shocked. Can I see everyone's shocked face, please? Wait, let me guess. Next pick will be Chris Lee for pitcher. All right, Wink is going to the Orioles. Boom. And there we go. Right, Biff? I'm shocked. I'm totally shocked. Everybody. Is that Wink's face, Churchill? Whose face is that? All right, let's get back at it. The last pick here for the second round. Cubs are on the clock. Let me get the clock going here. Korn is in here in his owner's chat, too busy yelling at me in all caps to give him access to do shit instead of fucking picking his player. Hey, how about you get your priorities straight there, Holdorf? Let me see what I miss in the chat here. That's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Yanks are definitely the best looking team. We are all stunners. Bullet says, come on, Bullet. Michael Winkler. Did you say Winkler? Twin Screw says he's shocked. Korn says that's almost as bad as the Chad pick. Bullet called it vanilla. Wow, look at that. Jeff Banfield saying, let's go Cubs. Clams to the Cubs right here, says David Leathers. Oh, that's an interesting pick. Michael Wanker needs a wink. Did I put Wanker? Tell me I didn't really put that. Okay. You guys are fucking with me a little bit too much, I think. All right, here we go. Shaka Lake Boo Shaka. Gunny, what the hell is that? Gunny, are you drunk? Are you drunk? All right. Oh, the pick is in. The pick is in. All right, any guesses where the Cubs are going to go here with the last pick? Right? Is it the last pick? It is the last pick of the second round. Benji's gone. Banfield's gone. Twin Screw's gone. Crazy Canuck, Mike All, Rocco McLovin, and Wink are all gone. Ray, no, I'll wait. I want to do it afterwards. We'll do it after. I want to make sure everything's right before we do stuff. Ray, do you have authority or permissions, whatever it's called, to do that? I can't remember what we did with that admin thing. All right. Available players. What are your guesses? Real quick. Pick is in. I'm getting ready to do it. Iowa says they're picking Eagle. That would be a great. Can we trade you Eagle? Can we trade Eagle? That's fucking hilarious. Oh, Bullet, stop it. Trade the owner. Nate. Somebody says Nate. All right, here we go. Let me get my little drum roll up again. I don't know why. I have to search for it every time. I put it on favorites, but it's not coming up near the top. So, all right, folks, with the last pick in the second round here in the first ever members-only baseball draft, the Chicago Cubs select the wrong drum sound. Catcher David Legend. David Leathers. One of maybe the best catcher. I mean, he had some great offensive power. He had some really good games. Catcher was kind of a three-way tie. They all played very differently, and but David Legend definitely made a name for himself in that beta season. So, David Legend going to the Cubs. That will put the Cardinals back on the clock. So Gunny and Freddie, you guys are on the clock. And I need to put David Legend there. Let's see here. Boom, congrats, Leathers. Leathers, my brother. Welcome. Whoop, whoop, let's go, Cubby, says Leathers. Ray says, I'm now getting late tonight. Why are you getting late tonight, Ray? What does that have to do? What did I miss? Did I miss something else? Because she didn't go to the Cubs? I don't know. Oh, Soto. That's right. Soto's your pitcher over there. That's right. Soto says, welcome, Leathers. Let's strike out some mofos. The legend to the legend team, says Holdorf. All right, so I am just waiting to hear from the Cardinals. In the meantime, let me know who you think is going to be picked. Cardinals need a catcher. There's two left, Bob Funk and Clamsy Wamsy. They need a shortstop, but that's going to be their last pick. So do they go outfield here? They've got two franchise player outfielders. So do they go outfield again here, or do they go catcher? Very intriguing. Someone was chosen over her, made her feel special. Isn't that supposed to be the other way around, Ray? I don't understand. I don't know. Who am I waiting on? Oh, I'm waiting on Gunny and Freddie. That's right. The Orioles are sending me. Okay, I got it. I see that. Are you guys next on the clock? Let's see. It's Cardinals, Yankees. You're last, Eagle, in this round. This is the beginning of round 3. As you guys see, Benji, Jeff, Twin Screw, Crazy Canuck, Michael, Rocco McLovin, Wink, and then just most recently, David Legend. Going to the Cubbies. Here are your available players. A couple catchers. First, second, and third base. Those are probably. We already know where they're going to have to go, as well as Adam. So really, just comes down to outfielders. So catchers and outfielders and pitchers. That's all that's left, really, as far as the. I know, bro. The fuck, Eagle. All right, Gunny. Is that your final answer? All right, the pick is in. The St. Louis Cardinals. Oop, wrong guy. The St. Louis Cardinals with the first pick in the third round. Here in the very first ever. Dude, I hate this fucking soundboard right now. It's so stupid that most of this shit is fucking blocked off. The Cardinals select in the first pick with the third round. Biff Markham, center fielder with the Aussie Clams. What are you talking about, girl? with the Aussie archetype will join a very elite outfield there in St. Louis with Frank the Franchise Wade and Calvin Klein. I'm going to put you here, Biff. And that's going to, I mean, the last several picks are going to end up being pretty easy since a lot of teams only need stuff. I heard Day loves to be the catcher. Why am I causing you pain, Private Clams? All right, folks. Man, we got almost 40 people. Does that mean everybody in our league is here, or are we have some people that are just hanging out? Let me look at the list here real quick. I see Soto, Clams, Hall, Churchill, Michael, Keith, Banfield, Eagle, Gunny, Rob, Gluta, Freddie, Doug, Leathers, Axis, Bullet, Funk, Biff, Benji, Art, Annie, Twin Screw, Corn King, Crazy Canuck, Ray. Holy smokes, that's crazy. I think the whole league is in here. Am I talking shit? You're the one who said I'm causing you pain, girl. What does Mr. Irrelevant get? Mr. Irrelevant gets the finger. There you go. All right. Who's on the clock? Yankees. Joe is back on the clock. Let me go look. He gave me a list to look at, so let me take a look at that real quick. I might not even put them on the clock. Okay. Joe, I'm going to give you about a minute to confirm that the list is still the list, in case you're still listening, as I go through this real quick to make sure I'm caught up and everything. Did I add? I did. Biff Markham. All right, so the Yankees, they can go Pink Lisa or Chris Lee here. I think the first baseman that's left is Doug Day. So Doug Day will be going to the Yankees. Second baseman left is Tommy Gunn, so he'll be going to the Yankees. So they're going to pick an outfielder here, I'm assuming. So as you guys look over the outfielders, who's available? Ray, Greg, Nate, Churchill, Anastasia, and Bo Morpheus Jr. Jeff Banfield thinks they're going to pick a pitcher, and they're going to go with Lisa Pinky. His whole persona is shit talk. Benji says, so exhibition doubleheader after this, and only take, 2 minutes for Dave to put all our squads. Yeah, that's going to happen. Good luck with that. By the way, don't forget, I'm out of town. I leave this Saturday. I'm gone till July 8th. I have no word from the Yankees yet. I'm going to give them a few more seconds, and if not, I'm just going to go with the first person on the list they gave me. Wally Money. Oh, stop it. Stop it. What are we going to do if we can't get a 40th person in here? That's the question. What should we do? Maybe have to make up another player or something. Maybe we should make Cam. I couldn't even say it without laughing. Cam Sullivan Brown, center fielder for the blah 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 blah. That would be hilarious. All right. I'm not hearing anything else from Joe, so here we go. Any guesses, real quick? I'm getting the drum roll up. Cam. Who was the other guy from Chicago? For what? You mean who you chose? What are you talking about there? Make a new person with a dick. Love head name. Oh, dude, that's hilarious at that guy. All right, here we go. Let's get going. Where am I at? I don't even know where the fuck I am in the draft now. Second pick in the third round. The New York Yankees select Mike Churchill with the McBonza archetype, right fielder out of Texas. And let me throw this up there. So he's going to go black. And he's going to go white. And Churchill goes to the Yankees. Did they do that on purpose? I think they did. Yep, I think they did. And Churchill is a right fielder, right? Yep, he sure is. So that worked out perfect. There it is, folks. An all Mike all the time outfield there for the Yankees. Mike. The three Mike amigos. The three Mike Migos? The three Migos. I don't even know what to say about that. All I know is we lost 8 people in the last couple minutes because I'm talking too much shit, I guess. All right, who's on the clock? Let's find out. Cubbies. Cubbies are on the clock. Holdorf and Rob. Who's your next pick? Let's take a look. I feel like I didn't even need to have the clock because everybody's going so fast. Cubbies need, I think the third baseman is already, we already know who that's going to be. So they could go, they're probably going to go outfielder or maybe pitcher. So let's see what they do here. The pick is in, folks. The Chicago Cubs with the third pick in the third round of the very first ever members only draft is it's fucking Ray Ray. It's the other fucking Ray Ray. Ray Bashan is going to Chi-Town. What's up? Congrats to Ray. Let's get this up. What's your fucking position, Ray? Right field. And that puts the Orioles back on the clock. And they're already typing, so I'm just going to leave the counter going. I'm not going to fuck with it. Cubbies. Damn, it's going fast. Oh, we're back up to 36 people. People bugging in, bugging out. Jumping in, jumping out. Is this a fucking Double Dutch show? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. All right, I can. You got time, bro. You're good. You're good. Freddie's calling. Well, you think it's gonna be a home run? Are you just playing with the emotes? Or you think they're gonna pick somebody with the McBonza? Let me look at something too, real quick. No, Eagle. Hold on, sorry, hold on. There you go. Does that answer your question? All right. Michaela says, fuck this shit, I'm out. Were you even here? Did you just get here, Michaela? Tommy Gunn in the house. Who needs a pitcher when you have the best defense in the league? There you go. Yanks awesomeness will manifest a ghost pitcher every night. That's how we roll, says Bullet. Michaela says, fuck this shit, I'm out. I just got here. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, that's because of the Ray pick. Wow, we have 40 people. How do we have 40 people? We don't have 40 people in the league. All right, is that for sure there, Eagle? Is that your final answer after all that? Private Clam says, Michaela, Corn, Ray, all on a team. Oh, my God, I didn't even notice that. Thanks for pointing that out. Really appreciate that. Yanks, best team money can buy. Exactly. All right, here we go. Back to the draft order. The Orioles on the clock with the last pick here in the third round. The pick is in. So, the Orioles select with the last pick in the third round. They will select. All right, let me just say, this is a shocker to me, but it is one of the newest people here in the league. They are taking Anastasia Beaverhausen. She is coming to Baltimore. Anastasia, congrats. You've been here like 5 minutes. And now you're orange. That puts the Cubs. Zach, you guys are back on the clock. I'll start the clock real quick, but there you go. Anastasia is right field. Was Ray picked the one right before that? I got hit. I didn't miss anybody, right? Dave, I think you were a little rough on the beef last night. Oh, that's great. Nice, Beaver. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Available players now. There's two pitchers. There's two catchers. Everybody knows where first, second, third, and short are going to go. So those are going to be the last picks. So that's not even a big deal. We might not even need the little thing I created. It seems like because those last four picks are all we know where they're going. All right, Holdorf, is that your final answer? If so, I've got the drum roll ready, so just tell me if that's your final answer. This is going fast now. I'm kind of bummed that I don't think we'll be able to do the this thing. What's it called? This bad boy right here. That would have been fun. And then the Cubbies would have gotten the first pick. But instead, they are confirming this pick. So with the first pick in the fourth round, the Chicago Cubs select not to be outdone by the Baltimore Orioles. They said anyone you can pick late, we can pick later, and we are taking Bo Morpheus Jr. He, by the way, his exemption, I forgot to change that. He did select let me find it real quick, an archetype, but he did it after I made the graphics, so I forgot about it. So we will get back to that later. But he's going to Chicago. Oh, I got the wrong blue on a couple of these guys. Oh, well. That one? I don't know. Oop. Damn, I'm fucking shit up. I need somebody to run the soundboard next time. I need someone to type. I need someone to do all the shit. It's too much for me to do. I haven't even been able to drink yet, Art. I've been too busy. I've only got two hands. I need a third one to drink. Shit. All right, Bomar Jr. going to the Cubs. That puts the Orioles on the clock. It looks like the pick is already in. Confirm. He's already telling me, yes, I'm confirming. All right, let me put these in here real quick. Available players. I got Bo there. You say it's the bottom one? We'll fix that in a second. And then let's put him right. I guess we're going to have to put him here for now. All right, I think that puts everybody up to date, right? There's Bo. There's Bo. There's Bo. And the Orioles, the pick is in. Man, this is going fast. I don't even have time to ask you guys for guesses. I was gonna laugh if you made his position JRRF. I know, dude. Listen, I get it. Fix Churchill. Damn you guys! All right, I'll do it right now. Hold on. Who needs to be fixed? Jeff. Which one is it? No, is it this one? No. I don't even know which one it is, bro. This one? Nope. This one? They all look fucking different to me, man. Maybe I'll make all the blues different. Let's do that one for Bo. Let's do that one for... let's do this one. They'll all be fucking different now. That's fucking great. All right. All right, the pick is in. Baltimore Orioles. with the second pick in the 4th round here in the first ever members only baseball draft. Select Greg Luda, left fielder with the Tony Gwynn archetype. He's going to Baltimore. He's going to be joining Anastasia out in the outfield and Doug Britton. Ooh, that's a bright orange. That's not even the right orange on that one. There you go. Nope. Yeah, that's that one. Damn. He is on left field. Who is? I mean, I'm just putting him wherever now. Left field. Oh, God. Yeah. All right. Who's on the clock? Okay. Cardinals, you're on the clock. And then the Yankees. And then we're going to be done with the first 4 rounds. So we might have a little bit to pick, maybe? Maybe. Dave needs help. I won't ask for it. That is why it's a shit show. Yeah, but if it wasn't a shit show, it wouldn't be as much fun. So there you go. All right, who's on the clock? Who did I just say is on the clock? You're on the clock. I'm starting the clock. And that's the word clock a lot of times in one sentence. So what do the Cardinals need? They need a catcher. They already knew who their shortstop's going to be, or they could pick another outfielder. So they go catcher or outfielder, folks. Bob Funk, Clamsy Wamsy. Oh, is Nate Hall the last outfielder? That can't be right. Oh, because the 40th person will be. Would it be an Access broadcast if it wasn't a shit show? That's kind of the point, Bob. That's what I'm saying, right? Dave's math isn't math. No, it's just because I forgot we don't have 40 players yet. So whoever doesn't pick Nate will get whoever ends up joining the thing later. All right, the pick is in for the Cardinals. With the 3rd pick in the 4th round of the first ever members only baseball draft is they're going catcher. They're going with the Funkster. They're going Fafo. Funk around and funk and find out. They're going to funk and find out in St. Louis because he's going to be wearing red and he'll be behind the plate catching those knuckleballs from Gunny. Oh, that might be a good idea, Britain. If we don't get somebody else that joins that we like. All right, there's the Cardinals, Bob Funk. So that brings it down. So we know where Clams is going. Actually, so it really comes down to Baltimore picking a pitcher, and then everybody else just fills in the spots, right? You guys see it the way I see it? Are you guys seeing it the way I see it? No? He says no. Why are they saying no? Right? So Baltimore's on the... Hold on. So Baltimore has to pick. Oh, it's Yankees. My bad. It's the Yankees. I thought it was our pick. My bad. My bad. All right. So who just picked? Who we got? Bob Funk on the Cardinals. All right, so Yankees, let me look at their list. I may not be able to make this pick if it doesn't match up with the position, so hold on one second. I love how Ray says fuck the Yankees every time they're on the clock. Let's see here. All right, I'm caught up there. So do the Yankees need an outfielder? Because if they do, they have to take Nate anyway. They do not. So the Yankees are going to have to pick a pitcher. Let me see if they put a pitcher on their list. They did not. So Joe Delaney. We need Joe Delaney. Or Yogi. Let me see if I can get Joe or... Oh, somebody's texting me. Let me see if it's Yogi. It's Michaela. Yeah. Well, see what he says. So here's what I got. Let's do an update real quick. The Cardinals. They need a shortstop. We already know that's going to be Adam. Cubbies need a third baseman. And we know that's going to be Big Daddy Creech. Yankees need a second baseman. We know that's going to be Tommy Gunn. Yankees need a first baseman. That's going to be Doug Day. And Nate Hall will either go to the Cubs or the Cardinals. And whoever picks last between those two will have to get the 40th person. And then the Orioles and Yankees are going to have to pick the pitchers. And then that's it. Clamsy Wamsy comes with the Orioles by default. Let me see if I can get either one of these guys to pick real quick. All right, let me go through the chat real quick, too. Let's see. Yanks make a pitcher pick. They can pick a pitcher. Oh, they have to pick a pitcher. Yep. So they pick a pitcher, and then everything else falls into place, except Nate Hall has to be chosen by either the Cubs or the Cardinals, which, by the way, because we're past the fourth round, guess what? We get to use my little spinny spin thing. And now I'm gonna have a sip of whiskey finally. So hold on a second. Biff, there's one left-hander. So Gunny, I believe Gunny's gonna be a right-handed pitcher. I'm pretty sure Soto is. And to be honest with you, I haven't heard about Chris Lee. Dude, Keith, this is my first sip. I've been too busy. Do I really sound stressed? Let me take this opportunity to sell you guys on these Dots Homestyle Parmesan Garlic Seasoned Pretzel Twists. They go amazing with whiskey, by the way. So, in case you were wondering, Dots Homestyle Pretzels Parmesan Garlic Seasoned Pretzel Twists. I drink them with my whiskey, and they are fire. Can we pick the... Oh, right? That's what I'm saying. All right, let me see if... Oh, I'm getting some DMs. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, Gunny. You got to let me know about that. If he wants to join, he can be our 40th person. Let me respond to these real quick. And then we'll see. We're waiting on the Yankees pick, and I forgot to do the clock, so I'm going to say they got about 2 minutes. And then we might have to skip them. If we skip them, then we're going to go straight to the spinny spin thing. But let me double check something real quick. Oh, that's funny. He gave me a position of somebody that was already on the team. Okay, so there's no pitchers on the list from the Yankees, so can we use a lifeline? Yes, Bullet, please use the lifeline. Or, hey, if anybody who was drafted tonight so far wants to hop in the VC real quick while we have to kill a couple minutes, that would be really helpful as well. Or not, I guess, since nobody's jumping in. Can we use a 50-50? The audience 50-50. Who should the Yankees pick? Let me see here.
Bum, 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 bum. Can you hear me now?
Eagle, what's up, bro? Because this is a small league, not as many choices as teams would normally need to make in a draft. Did that make it easier for you, or did it actually make it more difficult?
No, it's definitely easier, right? Like, it's like you pick and you look at the greater good of the teams, and it's like, oh, hey, this position has 2 or 3 players left, and I need one, so I'm going to take that position first over somebody else, where it's like, why would I take a position where it's only 1 player or 2 players left and I don't like one of the 2 players? That doesn't make sense. So definitely easier this route than a normal hey, play a position that you didn't sign up for.
Here's something.
I'm going to force you to play it.
So here's something interesting, and I don't want you to say anything publicly yet because you got to wait. But if the Yankees miss their pick here and we go to the wheel and the Orioles come up, you guys have to pick a pitcher because we already know the catcher is going to be Clams. by default. So
Yep.
have you given some thought? And by the way, I just realized I don't even know if I'm assuming Lisa will stay lefty, and Soto said he's going right, but I don't think I heard Gunny respond, and I don't know if Chris Lee's going to be right or left. So being a righty or lefty, would that be in your decision making process?
It would. It 1,000% would. You know, it's like most players are going to pick right-handed batters, right? If I remember things from the good old BHB, right? You know, Chris Lee, I believe, was a lefty pitcher. So I'm just going to go off of my mind and say that he was a lefty pitcher.
Oh, so I'm going to have two lefties. Okay.
Yeah.
He did not put anything. Oh, he just put it in now. Keith, it just came in right now as I was starting to say that he didn't put it in. So, all right. So the Yankees pick is in, Eagle. Thanks for jumping on. Do you want to? You can stay on if you want, but I got to do.
I'll just stay here.
I got to do my little
You
drum
do your
roll.
thing.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
All right. So the Yankees have chosen, and they have chosen their pitcher, and the starting pitcher for your New York Yankees, number. They went with the lefty. They went with the southpaw. They went with the lady, the lovely, amazing, perfect Pink Lisa. Lisa Pinky going to the Yankees. I don't even know how to feel about that since.
Fuck, that's all I got to say. Shit, I'm stuck with Chris Lee.
Well, so now it's you, Eagle. It's you, me. Or sorry, it's you, me, Wink, and Chris Lee.
God damn it, it's the Baltimore dumpster fires, for fuck's sake.
That's exactly what it is. All right, so I'm gonna need a little help here from the crowd. Make sure I don't fuck this up. To see if we have any choices. I am gonna have to spin the wheel at least once, I think. So as we fill this in, they went Lisa, right? Yankees. So that means we get Chris Lee, right?
Yep, unfortunately.
And then we get Clams. And then first base is Doug Day. Doug Day goes to the Yankees. Tommy Gunn goes to the Yankees. Third base. Who's the third baseman left over? I can't believe, how did Big Daddy Creech, the MVP of the beta league or the beta season, not get drafted?
I mean, he technically got drafted, but again, you're like looking at position wise, and somebody took a different third baseman before him.
Yep.
That's all. It's just like one
team that needed a third baseman, Dave.
Were there? Wait, hold on. Were there two?
The Cardinals.
Well, hold on. Oh, yeah, because Joe and Art, so there was only two. So it came down to Crazy Canuck and Big Daddy Creech.
Yep.
Yeah, so you get two quality recruits, right? You know, at that third baseman position, and one is going to be awesome, and get selected high, and the other one is just going to be SOL for the greater good, playing 4D chess and getting drafted late.
All right, so here's the deal, folks. This is the last thing we get to do. Actually, let me confirm this. So.
No, we can win, not the Cubbies.
No, hold on. Available. So Nate Hall will go. What are you doing, Eagle?
No.
Damn.
I'm watering the garden while it's 97 degrees.
Mute
out.
that shit.
Fuck, I'm on. No way, I'm good. It's like I'm gardening. It's fine.
I know, but it's really loud.
You need to hear him watering his thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nate Hall. Basically, whoever pops up is where Nate Hall's going to go. It's going to be the Cubs or the Cards. If it lands on the Orioles or the Yankees, I will have to respin, and then.
Why don't you just remove them from the wheel?
No, I'm not doing all that shit. I'm just spinning. Let's go.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask a question? Let's say a team comes up. Let's say the Cubs come up and they decide to forfeit their pick, and it goes to the Cardinals. Do the Cubs then get the 40th pick?
Nobody's forfeiting.
Come on.
Nobody's
forfeiting. Well, I think it. I just want to ask. That's all.
Okay. Hey, hold on. I want to see how many times it takes to get to the Cubs or the Cardinals. It just went Orioles twice.
Well, I'd be forfeited. That's all I got to say.
I'm just saying. People are going to think I've got this thing rigged. First, the Orioles get the number one pick, and now they get back-to-back spins on the wheel.
Yeah, this thing is rigged already.
At least they know it. That's all I got to say.
There it is. Nope. Wait. Oh my God! 3 Orioles in a row.
Oh, that's a shame.
I forgot.
I take the
I must have forgot to
take
put the
the
other
four-
teams in there.
You've got to be
take-
kidding me.
What kind of rig shit are you running here, Dave?
I take the forfeit
We
picks.
move the Orioles and see what
Oh my
happens.
god, is that 4? Is that
Keep
4?
going.
Oh my
The
god,
weights off the back of the spinner.
hold on, is that 4 in a row?
Holy shit.
I'm fucking dying over here. No. Yes! Finally not the Orioles. But apparently
Oh, but it still doesn't answer our question, Dave.
where's Nate Hall? Is Nate Hall, are you in the chat? Oh, he is. I'm going to
He
see.
is.
Dude, his whole life is up in the air. His whole baseball career is up in the air on the spin of this stupid fucking wheel. And there it is
I'm
finally.
celebrating against them.
Ba-ba-da-da. Nate Hall's going to Chicago. Holy
Oh.
smokes, that took
Um,
forever. All right, so hold on. This Yankees back here.
we would like to forfeit our pick.
Oh, stop it.
We will trade it for a bag of cereal.
That's a good way
I
to
love
bring in your most recent or drafty.
That's a quality trade. Quality trade. What kind of cereal would you want, though?
Corn, can I get some cornflakes?
Michaela's feeling extra wonderful now.
I'm sure she is. But I haven't got a DM from her yet.
So let me ask this question: Does that make Nate Hall Mr. Irrelevant, or is the 40th player Mr. Irrelevant? Or
No, because
I thought
the
Adam was the last pick, so I thought he was Mr. Irrelevant.
who was?
Yeah, that was the last technical pick.
Who?
no,
Adam.
No, the last technical pick was Lisa.
You said Adam was going to be the last pick of the draft, no matter what.
Right, but he wasn't a pick. He went there by default. The last
It-
person
it-
actually chosen was Lisa.
Drafting shortstop.
no, it was actually Nate Hall because there was 2 teams between him.
There was.
Wait, say that again, Eagle.
I said technically Nate's the last person because there were 2 teams between him.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. So Nate, you are
So he's-
Mr. Irrelevant in this draft.
Nate's Mr. Irrelevant.
There you go.
And then because the last person technically would be signed on post-draft free agency or something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Secondary, supplemental, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, exactly.
Even Nate's saying in the chat he's irrelevant.
Oh, he is from Ohio, so most of them are irrelevant.
He's irrelevant. Can we trade him for a bag of cereal?
I trade. Listen, do we do minor league trades? Like you should trade him for a bag of baseballs or something like that.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
Bag of baseball.
I'll take a freaking torpedo bat.
Oh, you guys are dumb. All right, let me reel this in for a second. Let me go around the horn real quick. Who's in here? Let me start with Cornelius King over there, Zach Holdorf, co-owner of the Chicago Cubs, as we wrap up this very first members-only baseball draft. What's your biggest surprise of the night as I have the graphic up on the board right now?
The fact that we got Nate Hall so late.
Yeah.
No, okay. Really? There's no big surprise, really.
Really?
No. Okay, Krieg, the MVP.
Yeah, Creek. I think
I'm
that's a
surprised.
big. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There was only 2 teams that needed him, but
I agree with that. Ray, what about you? What's any big surprises to you tonight?
The fact that Clams was the last catcher to get picked. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Well, she got here like 2 minutes
All right,
ago.
all right,
I mean,
now that I kissed her ass too much.
oh, my bad. I forgot what you were trying to do tonight. Eagle, Eagle, biggest surprise for you.
That the Cardinals wasted a pick on that piece of shit Chad Rowland. That's what I gotta say.
I'm surprised Chad didn't jump in the VC at some point to talk shit about you.
That's fair.
Here's
It's all fun.
my biggest surprise. My biggest surprise is down here in the outfielders. Seeing Anastasia and Bo Martin Jr., who both just signed today, going ahead of people like Nate and Luda, and I think one of them might have gone before Ray, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I got Bo
No,
was after me.
No, Ray was before. Ray
Before
was
Bo?
both.
Before Bo?
Yeah.
yeah, Ray was.
No,
Ray
he's-
was
he's-
like,
Well, I know he
both.
went before some others because it wasn't just the 2 of them and Nate Hall left.
No, Ray on the call. He went before Anastasia and Bo Martin.
Well,
I went before the
maybe it was Biff and somebody else, but there were a couple in there. I love how I keep fucking up Mike All's name. Now his name looks like Mike Ahi.
pick list, Dave.
What are you saying?
You have the pick list. You can easily look at this.
Yeah, you can.
Oh fuck! Hold on. Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Oh fuck.
I mean, I guess we could. I guess. Hold on. So it
Dave
was
doesn't know how to
Hold on. Where is Anastasia Beaumont? Oh, so just before Luda and Nate. Okay, so maybe it's not as big a surprise as I thought. My bad. All right, so I guess I'm not fucking surprised then. How about that?
I'm more surprised that you haven't fixed his role in his pick because he's not a right fielder. He's a left fielder.
Who?
Yeah.
Bo Martin.
Did he pick left field?
He's
Yes.
a left fielder.
Yeah, well, he'll play where the fuck I tell him to play.
Fuck, we decided to put him.
Hey, just one thing. I'd like to make a public service announcement for the whole league.
Go ahead.
Just know that I'm the one creating the schedule.
Oh, fuck off. There you go, everybody. You guys can suck it.
Oh, okay, the Cubs would still like to trade Nate Hall for a bag of cornflakes.
I like Gunny's pick number 40. Dave's not here.
But Dave's not Mrs. Me. I'm telling you, I thought Cam Sullivan Brown was fucking genius, but that guy.
No.
All right.
Gotta save that voice for
Hey,
AC.
Nate. Other than yourself going so late, any surprises? And then we're gonna wrap this shindig up.
No, that was pretty much. That was my public service announcement. I'm done. I'm out.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody who just jumped in here late, and thanks to Benji Matson, your number 1 overall pick, the first pick in the history of members only baseball, going to the Baltimore Orioles. There are your rosters for season 1. The pitchers: Gunny, Greg, Chris, and Lisa. Behind the plate, you got Bob Funk, David Legend, Clams, and Yogi. Your first baseman: Flash Freddy, Michaela, Benji, and Doug Day. At second, you got Rocco, Rob Forker, Eagle, and Tommy Gunn. On the hot corner, Crazy Canuck, Big Daddy Creed. I still think that's the biggest surprise. The fact that he was the best player in the fucking beta league and you guys fucking let him go all the way to the end is crazy.
Well, the only team.
I mean, nothing, and again, nothing against Crazy Canuck for the Cardinals, but I mean, based on the beta season, I probably would have gone Big Daddy Creech. Just saying.
He was in our top 3 to take if our 2 players would have already been taken by the second.
Gotcha. Well, Art G-Man and Joe Delaney join Crazy Canuck and Big Daddy Creech there on the hot corner. At short, you've got the Worm, the King, the Dirtbag, and the Bullet. In left, and then in the outfield, because the outfields are all going to be mixed up, you've got for the Cardinals, you got Frank the Franchise Way, Calvin Klein, Biff Markham, and a player to be named later. The Cubbies are going to be sporting Bo Martin Jr., Nate Hall, Jeff Banfield, and Ray Bashan. The O's: Greg Luda, Doug Britton, Anastasia Beaverhausen, and Wink. And then the Mikes and Ray over there with the Yanks. That's it, folks. That was a nice, easy draft for you guys. Not so easy for me, but thanks for tuning in. I don't know how we got over 40 people watching when we only have 38 or whatever in the server, but that sounds great. Thanks, everybody in the chat. Soto, Gluda, I still see in here. I see Roland and Gunny, Rob, Biff, Jeff, Keith, Freddie, and others. I guess that's about it. Nate, that's about it. And Bullet, it looks like, and Corn Key. All gas, no brakes. All right, here we go. Bullet groupies. Dude, how funny is that at shortstop? Worm, King, Dirtbag, and Bullet. That's just, I mean, this shit just writes itself here in all these leagues that we do. It's crazy. It's great. All right.
Well, doesn't a worm live in a dirt?
Oh, that's a great. Well, I don't know. Does a bullet live in King's ass?
I mean, a bullet could live in a king. I don't know.
He might.
Or does a worm live in a... All right, we're going to...
Okay.
I'm just saying, we could do this all night. How about a gun? Oh, shit, it could go on and on. All right, that's it. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'll do more announcements over the next couple of days before I leave Friday. Owners and admins will be helping you build your players. And Gunny wants to know right before we go off air, can I draft a bottle of wine from Dave's cellar? Dude, I don't even have a cellar anymore. It's fucking sad. I'm so upset about it.
Just quit lying to us, Dave.
Well, I have to. Otherwise, he's gonna come steal my fucking wine, bro. Come on. That's how it works. All right, I'm out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks everybody for being in the chat, keeping it active. Thanks everybody that jumped in. I will see you when I see you. Everybody be safe. I'll see you guys sometime after the 4th of July. So happy Independence Day, because I won't see you to say it at the time. That's it. I'm done. Good night now!